Tomorrow, September 7th, I'll be with my daughter in Denver, Colorado at the Colorado Rockies Stadium. It's going to be Green Day with special guests, Smashing Pumpkins. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I'm pumped. Check this out. Basket Case by Green Day is one of those songs that strikes a chord with anyone who's ever felt overwhelmed or on the edge of a breakdown. Released in 1994, it became an anthem for a generation, dealing with the pressures of self-doubt, anxiety, and the uncertainty of life. The song's fast-paced energy mirrors the frantic pace of our minds when we're caught in cycles of worry. It's about feeling like you're on the brink of losing control, yet searching for something, anything, to ground yourself. In this talk, I'm not just going to look at these lyrics as complaints or cries for help. We'll use them as a window into the human condition, how we struggle, how we cope, and ultimately, how we can find strength in the chaos of our thoughts. You know, I'm going to dive deeper into the meaning behind the words of this song and how they can inspire us to navigate life's challenges. Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? This line hits home because it speaks to the feeling of being overwhelmed by everything, even the smallest issues. It's like having a constant noise in your head that won't quiet down. And we've all had moments where our minds are racing and we don't even know where to start. But here's the thing. Acknowledging this feeling is important. It's a sign that you're in the process of self-reflection. It's not about bottling up emotions or dismissing them, but about recognizing that sometimes we need to express what's going on inside. This is where growth starts, in the act of asking ourselves, what am I really feeling? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. How often do we label ourselves negatively? We think we're being too much, that our emotions are over the top, or that there's something inherently wrong with us. But here's the truth. We don't hear this often enough. Sensitivity and emotions are not weaknesses. Being deeply affected by life means you're living fully. What if instead of calling ourselves melodramatic fools, we reframe it as being highly attuned to life's highs and lows? I mean, this isn't something to be ashamed of. It's something to harness. Our emotional responses are signals pointing us to what matters most to us. Let them guide you, not define you. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. You know, this part of the song is a direct reflection of anxiety. The feeling that your mind is spiraling out of control. But let's unpack that. Anxiety is our mind's way of trying to protect us from perceived threats. But often, it exaggerates those threats. And when we say, I think I'm cracking up, what we're really experiencing is our mind reaching its capacity to handle uncertainty. But here's the good news. This is also the moment where growth happens. In moments of overwhelm, when everything seems to be adding up, we have the power to pause, take a breath, and recenter ourselves. You know, it's in the cracks that light shines through. Remember, growth doesn't come from smooth sailing. It comes from learning to ride the waves. Am I just paranoid or am I stoned? I mean, we've all had moments where we questioned our reality. Are these thoughts valid or are they just distortions of my perception? This is the heart of self-awareness, questioning our thoughts rather than accepting them as truth. Paranoia is the fear of the unknown, the fear that things will go wrong. But questioning our thoughts is the first step to taking back control. Instead of fearing that we're losing our minds, we can use this self-reflection as a tool to assess what's really going on. Challenge your thoughts and you'll often find that they don't hold as much power as they seem to. I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's lack of sex that's bringing me down. You know, sometimes we look for simple explanations to complex feelings. We search for quick fixes or someone to tell us that our problems are easy to solve. But the truth is, our emotional well-being isn't always about one thing. It's multifaceted. Seeking help, whether from a therapist, a friend, or a mentor, is a sign of individual strength, not weakness. But it's also important to realize that we are the ones who must ultimately do the work of understanding ourselves. You know, sometimes the answers we're looking for require us to dig deeper, beyond the surface level fixes. I went to a whore. He said my life's a bore. So quit my whining 'cause it's bringing her down. You know, this line, while provocative, highlights a harsh truth. Sometimes we look for validation in the wrong places. You know, we expect others to fix us or give us answers when really it's up to us to take responsibility for our own happiness. Quit my whining might sound dismissive, but you know what? There's a valuable lesson here. We can't always rely on external forces to change how we feel inside. Happiness and fulfillment come from within. Complaining keeps us stuck, but action moves us forward. Grasping to control, so I better hold on. Control is something we all crave, especially when life feels chaotic. We grasp for it, believing that if we just had more control, everything would be okay. But the reality is, control is an illusion. Life is unpredictable, and the more we try to control everything, the more out of control we feel. Instead of grasping tightly, the key is to hold on to what truly matters: our values, our sense of purpose, and our resilience. You know, life will throw curveballs, but if we stay grounded in what's important, we can navigate any storm. Now, the lyrics of Basket Case might seem like a chaotic mess of emotions, but they do reflect on a deeper truth about the human experience. We all have moments of doubt, fear, and feeling like we're losing control. But those moments don't define us. They shape us. They push us to ask the tough questions and seek the answers within ourselves. You know, growth isn't about avoiding these feelings. It's about learning to navigate through them and to hold on to what matters, and also to let go of the things that only add up to the noise. You know, the next time you find yourself overwhelmed, when your mind is playing tricks on you or you feel like you're cracking up, remember, these are the moments where real transformation happens. Embrace the chaos, trust the process, and know that each step forward, no matter how small, is a step towards your greater potential. Keep moving forward, and you'll find that what feels like breaking down is really just the beginning of building something stronger. You're not alone in these feelings, and you're more capable than you realize. Life may be unpredictable, but you have the power to navigate it with resilience, courage, and an unshakable belief that things will get better. So stay grounded, stay present, and keep holding on, because you know what? You got this. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow, friends.